It's now time for Remember When with Uncle John. John Guess, Ouachita County's resident storyteller and local historian. Sit back now and enjoy a walk down memory lane as John recalls the days of yesteryear in his own unique way. You never know, some of it might even be true. So here's Uncle John, along with his trusty sidekick, Kelly Blair.
Back on Remember When with Uncle John. Well, we have done it. We have reached finish line Friday, and around here, these parts, that means there's a top tune to be talked about. Lay it on us, Johnny.
Well, this song today is kind of a two-edged sword. It's one of those songs that I was 14 years old, sitting in the back of my good friend Ricky Robertson's Plymouth Barracuda with him and my good buddy Randy Stennett sitting up in the front seat, and we was at the Sonic getting us them large cups of ice,
Sonic Ice.
Sonic Ice, to pour that Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill over, These were the days of 8-track tapes,
Yep.
And there's two songs that stick out in my memory from those days, and this is one of them. Bob Dylan, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
There you go.
Now, it's that song it's got that aspect of my life, being 14 years old and sitting in the back seat of a car with two big stereo speakers behind my head, blaring that out. But my good friend and my brother's brother-in-law and family, he's family to us anyway, Doug Norwood passed away last week up at his home in Chittister. And he was one of those personalities that he could do Peter Sellers, Inspector Clouseau.
Oh, yeah.
And you couldn't tell it wasn't him.
Yeah.
And he could sing Bob Dylan, and you thought Bob Dylan was in the room with you.
Nice.
And, of course, this song right here is off the famous movie Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, of which Bob Dylan starred. He was in the movie, and had Chris Christopherson as Billy the Kid, and James Coburn as Pat Garrett. A great Western to begin with, but it had Bob Dylan in it, and it had Chris Christopherson, one of probably the greatest songwriter of our era,
More than likely.
But this song, Knocking on Heaven's Door, it's been redone. Guns N' Roses did it, but nobody did it like Bob Dylan.
Nope, you're right.
And I want to send this out to my good friend. We called him Bubbarooski. Bubbarooski, Doug Norwood, the Bubbarooski, and it's a great song, and I will remember him forever, and I want to send this song out to him this morning.
Absolutely. There you go. And, hey, when it's great, it ain't got to be long. Only 2.5 minutes. Perfection, man.
I think I read one time, I think it went to number one. It was one of the only two songs that went to number one with only two verses.
There you go.
So that right there tells you a lot. But, we could talk all day about Bob Dylan, and the aspects of his life.
Short, simple, and to the point. Sweet as can be.
It's got a lot of memories for me, like I said, being a young boy, and I want to send it out to my good friend Bubbarooski.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap up Remember When with Uncle John, not only for today, but for the week. But we wouldn't be here if not for the financial support of our great sponsors, including Sherwin-Williams House Paint, the Prescott Raceway, and ProMed Ambulance Service. I guess we'll see you next week, John.
And I want everybody to have a safe and happy 4th of July weekend. Don't drink and drive. Enjoy yourself. Have some fireworks. Eat plenty of hot dogs. Make some homemade ice cream. Don't drink and drive.
Come on out and see us at the Star Spangled Spectacular.
See you next week, Kelly.
You've been listening to Remember When with Uncle John on Y95. This broadcast can be heard each weekday morning at 6:45 on South Arkansas's favorite station, Y95.